She will translate. Can you actually spin? Can someone pin her comment so I could bring her on? Oh crap! Now we can't pin. I gotta find her. Hey, I'm sorry. The girl that said she would translate. Will you add as a guest at the bottom so I could bring you on? If you click that like pink and blue, it says plus guest. I could bring you on and then you could translate. How do you say your name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Okay, but how do you say the name right there? Kaiserin?
Kaiserin Bayern. It's like Empress. Bavarian.
Oh, you speak good English. What are you talking about?
Yeah, a little bit.
So well, let's clear up some things. Are you the one that wrote the letter to Wade?
Yes.
The one that was like 7 pages long, and you were like certain that he was 100% innocent.
Yes, that was me.
Okay, and now you are saying that you no longer believe that?
Yes, because I heard the phone calls on YouTube and
So what originally made you believe he was innocent?
Kann jemand übersetzen?
So like you know what? So when
Translate?
Yeah, a translate. Let me bring that. I think she's in here now. Let me see. Yes, there she is. So I'm gonna bring her on. Let's see if she could help.
Hello.
Hello. How do you say your name?
Catalea.
Catalea. That's beautiful. I love that. Okay,
Yes,
so
Catalea.
so what I want you to translate to her. What is like what when she first saw this? What made her reach out to Wade and think he was innocent?
Okay. So, sie möchte wissen, was ist das erste war, das du gesehen hast, dass Wade unschuldig, nein, schuldig war.
Ich habe den ganzen Fall.
Zuletztes.
Genau, ich habe den ganzen Fall eben auf YouTube angeschaut und habe viele Unstimmigkeiten eben mitbekommen oder halt aufgeschrieben. Und das war so der Grund. Also ich habe nie gesagt, dass er unschuldig oder schuldig ist, sondern ich habe einfach gesagt, dass er es nicht sein kann. Aufgrund, weil eben so viele Sachen durcheinander waren.
Okay. So, she said she saw some videos on YouTube and heard the phone calls from Wade, the last phone calls, and she connected some dots. And she thought, she never said he was guilty or not. She just stated her opinion and nothing else. So she, at least for now, she thinks he is guilty.
Okay, so so have you on your platform now expressed your thoughts on it and like where you've changed your mind?
Also hast du zurzeit an deiner Plattform etwas gesagt deine Meinung, dass du das verschieden hast?
Ja, mein vorletztes Video, das habe ich gestern oder vorgestern aufgenommen, dass ich eben die Telefonate gehört habe und seitdem der Meinung bin, dass ich niemanden mehr unterstützen kann, der vom Charakter her so mich anwidert.
Mhm. Okay.
Und
so
ich
yes,
bereue auch
she
den Brief.
posted. Okay. Also, so she said 2 days ago she posted a post about that she changed her mind, that she's not very secure what happened, and she's very sorry about the letter to him because she's not sure what happened, like nobody else is. So that's that.
Oh, okay. So I
She
mean, I
posted
think we
a
all
post
do
two
that.
days. 2 days ago, she posted a post about that, about her opinion about Wade. 2 days ago.
Is she getting hate now that she's changed her stance?
Yes, she said she gets hate a lot.
Well, it takes a very strong person to say, hey, I believed one way because I saw these videos and it made me think that. But now that I saw facts, now it makes me realize that I was wrong and I'm admitting to it. That takes strong strength. And listen, you can come here. We will always, when someone admits like, hey, I'm sorry, that wasn't true. And I put information that wasn't true. And now I want to be free of that. I want her to know that she's well supported too. We're going to support people that are supporting the facts. So you can tell her that so she understands.
Hast du das verstanden?
Das war zu schnell.
Also sie sagt, dass die dich sehr unterstützen, dass du dass du gesehen hast, was alles gezeigt wurde und hast verstanden, was geschah und dass du die Meinung klar ablegst und sie verstehen, dass du jetzt viel negative Kommentare bekommst, aber sie unterstützen dich und respektieren, dass du siehst, was ist an. Verstehst du? Sie unterstützen dich.
Okay.
Weil sie, Koral sagt, dass es sehr viel Mut braucht, was du jetzt getan hast.
Okay. Ja, ich habe zum Beispiel den Brief habe ich mit Microsoft Word übersetzen lassen. Habe ihn nicht mehr kontrolliert. Und Microsoft Word hat auch reingeschrieben, dass ich die Musiker als Mörder bezeichne. So habe ich das gar nicht geschrieben. Aber da war der Brief schon weg. Genauso wie mit diesen Nissan und dieser Zulu-Zeit.
Hatte sie schon gesendet.
Das war auch, das war auch falsch. Das habe ich im Nachhinein erst erfahren. Aber ich habe
das letzte was?
Dieses ich habe ja in den Brief reingeschrieben, dass es 2 Nissans gibt. Und im Nachhinein habe ich erfahren, dass es nicht 15 Uhr war, sondern 11 Uhr wegen dieser Zulu-Zeit.
Aha. Mit was hast du das übersetzt?
Microsoft Word, also direkt in Word kannst du diese Briefe übersetzen.
Aha, okay. So she says she wrote the letter with the help of Microsoft Word, and when she said murder, when she said musician, as a musician. So she didn't, and the last one, it was all wrong.
So I thank you for your help. I'm going to bring on one person in here that's going to help. She says she could translate a little bit. 'Cause a lot of people are saying that your translation is not exactly what hers is. So I'm going to bring somebody on. No offense to you. So hold on, Jennifer. You stay there, and I'm going to bring somebody else on. So I apologize. Thank you for trying, though, but I do want to get someone that's going to give us exactly what she's saying, because then we don't want any misconstrued of what she's trying to say.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm sorry. I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous, because you know what? This is what it's about, right? Giving people a platform to speak their truths. She admitted that she was pro Wade and she wrote to him, and now she's getting hate for it, and we want to be able to help her too, because it takes a strong person to come out and say, "Hey, I'm wrong." And
well, first I want to say hi, Kaiserin. I just said hi. Hi. I think what I would like to put my 2 seconds in it. I watched her videos before. She was trying to help him. She was not, oh, he's the prettiest guy, or she was like, hey, something is off with this case, and she tried to put the dots together. And then she said she listened to the phone calls and she made that statement. I watched that video today, and she even said, I'm so sorry. I heard those calls and I'm so disgusted. And she said to us Germans, she said, I cannot support this case anymore. Try to help him, you know, when he's wrongly accused of doing something. And yeah, but that's my point of view. I want to defend her because she's actually pretty like straightforward, and I would like to translate for her because I felt bad for her. She gets a lot of hate when she doesn't deserve it.
I could imagine, because when I first saw her letter, I was like, what's wrong with this girl right here? Did she not see the factual information? Now, can you ask her, did she watch the trial, or do you guys not get to, there's no translation to understand it?
I can ask her. Kaiserin?
Ja.
Jennifer, sorry, Jennifer.
Ja, alles gut.
Ich bin Ines, hallo.
Hi.
Die Frage ist, ob du den Trial, also die Verhandlung gesehen hast und ob du das in Deutsch sehen konntest.
Ja, ich habe das auf YouTube angeschaut und habe es mir halt übersetzen lassen von YouTube direkt.
Okay.
Genau, und da habe ich das mir eben alles so zusammengeschrieben.
Ja, ich bin auch in den Live gekommen und habe auch nur dir das nochmal zu übersetzen. Ich habe auch gesagt, dass ich deine Videos auch sehr lange schon verfolgt habe und dass ich finde, dass du auch heute dein Statement, das war mega, ja, einfach stark von dir auch zu sagen, so, ne, wie du erzählt hast, ich wollte ihm helfen, weil das für mich auch so war, das hat alles nicht so gepasst mit dem Case, und als du dann aber die Phone Calls gehört hast, hast du deine Meinung komplett geändert, hast auch gesagt, es tut mir leid, da bin ich raus, da möchte ich nicht mehr helfen.
Ja, okay, cool, danke schön.
Okay, gerne. So I've heard, like, I asked her about if she watched it in English or German. She said she watched it on YouTube and let YouTube immediately translate it for her. And I also told her, like, what I told you, like, my point of her, like, that I watched her statement and what I think about her. So she knows I don't want to make her feel like we talk about her back or anything.
No, and that's the thing is I respect that she came forward, and it's easy to like one, I want to say you guys' language is beautiful. I have no idea what you're saying, but it sounds beautiful.
It's American language. I could listen to you just talk and be happy.
Yeah, I feel the same about you. I'm like, I don't know what she's saying, but it sounds good. Like, but like, I want you to know too that this is what I'm about with my channel, is giving people a platform to speak their truths and clear their name, and for people not to judge you, because we all make mistakes, right? If I make a mistake or I say something wrong, I'm the first person to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. And then I come forward, and then people respect me for that. So I respect you, Jennifer, for coming forward and saying, hey, I was wrong. But I do want to know, like, so she, like, immediately was like, she heard about the case and it just immediately wrote to him?
I'm gonna tell her first that you said, hey, I think it's nice that you, like, she earned her respect.
Yeah, I want her to know that too.
Yeah, and
I want her to know that we're not a room of hate in here. We love her.
Ja. Okay, Jennifer, sie sagt, ich weiß nicht, ob du da ein bisschen was verstanden hast. Sie sagt halt, das ist hier eine Plattform, wo man einfach sagt, ja, also es wird niemand gemobbt oder, ne, im Gegenteil, es sind ja viele Menschen, wie du das auch bestimmt in den Phone Calls mitbekommen hast. Ne, sie sagt halt, sie findet das toll, und hier sind Menschen gekommen, die sagen, hey, ich habe den erst unterstützt oder ich habe einen Fehler gemacht, und dann sagen, um Gottes Willen, ich habe jetzt weiter mir das angehört, ich habe mich informiert und kann das einfach nicht mehr unterstützen. Ne, da ist keiner, der dann sagt, aber du hast doch. Ne, und sie findet das toll, dass du dann so stark bist und ein Video machst und sagst, ich kann das einfach nicht.
Oh, danke schön. Was ich noch vorhin gesagt habe, der Brief zum Beispiel, den habe ich ja mit Microsoft Word übersetzen lassen und habe ihn danach nicht mehr geprüft. Und im Nachhinein habe ich den dann, da hat dann jemand auf TikTok meinen Brief nochmal übersetzt, wieder ins Deutsche. Und da steht ja drin, dass ich diese Musiker von Lorenzo, diese Band, als Mörder bezeichne. So habe ich das gar nie geschrieben, und ich dachte mir so, ach du Scheiße, da war der Brief aber schon unterwegs.
Okay.
Und genauso wie mit den Nissans, dass ich ja das mitgeschrieben habe mit diesen 2 Nissans, weil bei uns ist ja 15 Uhr, 3 Uhr nachmittags. Und kurz darauf hat mir ja jemand geschrieben, hey Jenny, pass auf, da da gibt's diese Zulu-Zeit, also dass es nicht 15 Uhr war, sondern 11 Uhr. Und somit war der ganze Brief ja dann auch mit Fehlinformationen, weil ich das selber gar nicht gewusst habe. Und ich schäme mich so für den Brief, ich krieg auch so viel Hate ab, das ist
Brauchst du aber
abartig.
gar nicht. Das brauchst du gar nicht. Ich finde so, wenn man das Gefühl hat, dass ich muss sagen, ich war auch eine Person, bin auf den Fall aufmerksam geworden und habe gedacht, oh je, ne, also man hört dann Death Penalty und wenn da jemand unschuldig sitzt, um Gottes Willen. Und ich finde, du hast einfach versucht, jemandem zu helfen, der vielleicht fälschlicherweise beschuldigt wird und dann zu Tode verurteilt wird. Ne? Ich kann das verstehen, aber ich würde mich da nicht schämen und ich finde dein Statement absolut mega klasse. Du stehst zu dir selber und wir sind alles Menschen und ich ziehe einen Hut vor dir.
Dankeschön.
Gerne. Ich werde das jetzt mal versuchen zu übersetzen. Ach so, die Frage von Koral war noch, ob du den Fall gesehen hast und sofort angefangen hast, ihm einen Brief zu schreiben.
Nein, also ich habe den Fall angeschaut und habe dann nach und nach erstmal recherchiert und dann habe ich aus meinen Recherchen, die ich mir eben so notiert habe ich dann diesen Brief zusammengesetzt. Also nicht direkt danach. Nee.
Und dann ist noch eine Frage, hat er dir jemals zurückgeschrieben?
Nein, der Brief an Wade selber wurde vom Gefängnis abgelehnt. Den habe ich auch wieder hier liegen. Der wurde auch gar nicht geöffnet.
Okay.
Und nur der von dem Richter wurde angenommen.
Oh, okay.
Aber da ist ja die Kopie von dem Brief an Wade auch mit dabei.
Ah, okay. Und dadurch, das ging dann zum Anwalt und dann hat Wade den wahrscheinlich auch gesehen, ne?
Das weiß ich nicht, ob er den jemals gesehen hat. Das weiß
ich werde das mal übersetzen, weil sonst vergesse ich das. Okay, so she said she saw the case and she dotted things together and then she was writing him. She said why she wrote it and she already sent it the letter. There was more stuff coming out. She's talking about about the Nissan. There was apparently the Nissan was showing at Mateo's graphics, and there was a time in that video, and she said she took it and she said it didn't match up the time what they say he was there. And then later on she got more information and she looked deeper, but she said the sad part is the letter was already sent. I couldn't change anything anymore. She sent it to the judge and the judge received the letter. And she sent it also to Wade, but the jail denied it. So the letter got sent back. She has it right in front of her, she said. Wade never received the letter, but the judge did.
Yeah, okay. But so she she already sent the letter, then she realized that there was information. And I want to express to her too that we I like crime, so I watch the trials, and so does a lot of other people that follow crime, and this is a big became a very big case. So we were watching it, and a lot of the things didn't line up a lot, but I want to put out there's more work the cops could have done. The cops did not do they did have some pretty crappy cop work, but they also and the defense attorney was pretty shitty, but there was so much evidence that it was overwhelming that he did it. So if she were to see back and look at what everything he's been arrested for in his past, she would know that he's always been aggressive towards women. He's always been abusive, SAing, I don't know how to say SA, right?
I saw some of that stuff.
Yes, so it's not, and then he brags about it, he admits to it, and even if he was being set up like they're saying, he would have told his dad, because his dad is I want him to be my dad. He's got a really good dad, and if he was being set up, that would have been the time that he would have said, Dad, I need your help. These guys are doing this thing to me, and his dad would have helped him. The problem is he bragged to his dad, and he was excited to tell his dad. Right. And so that's where people are getting hey guys, there's a lot of facts. If you want to do the cross check of just the time frames, yeah, it's not going to line up, but to exact, because they're trying to just dig too deep. And in all reality, the evidence lines up that he did it, and his DNA and all the victims' DNAs are there. What happened to Mila was there. So I definitely know that's factual. And so looking at those factual informations, all the crappy cop work, that's something that would only hurt him more. If they actually did further investigation like they should have, it would have hurt him a lot more because there would have been even more overwhelming evidence.
Okay, somebody said in the comments that she didn't mean maybe I understood it wrong. I will ask her again. She said, I said about the time at Matteo's graphic, and somebody in the comments said she meant the body cam from the police officer. I would like to ask her again. I don't want to do anything wrong or spread misinformation or anything she said. Jennifer, meinst du, wo du sagtest mit der Zeit, meintest du von dem Polizisten die Zeit von der Bodycam oder meintest du
ja, ich meinte, dass bei Matteos Graphics auf der Aufnahme war es ja 12 Uhr.
Okay.
Und bei Matteos Graphics wurde ja das Auto beschlagnahmt. Und auf der Bodycam steht da dann aber 15 Uhr dran. Und ich dachte halt im Deutschen 15 Uhr, okay, da müssen 2 Nissans sein, weil er hatte ja später dann wieder ein Auto. Aber diese 15 Uhr bedeutet bei dieser Zulu-Zeit oder Zulu-Time da 11 Uhr. Und das habe ich nicht gewusst. Und sag noch ganz wichtig, mit dem, das Microsoft Word geschrieben hat, dass ich diese Musiker als Wörter bezeichne.
Ja, genau, okay, ja.
Das stimmt nicht, ich habe das nicht so geschrieben.
Okay, ich werde das auf jeden Fall jetzt mal übersetzen.
Dankeschön.
Okay. Ja, gerne. So she meant the time at Matteo Graphics. She said it was like 3 o'clock, like to us it's 15, but it was like a time change, so it said 11, and she was kind of confused about that. And there was another thing she wants me to say. Jennifer, was war das noch bitte? Das letzte, was dir wichtig war?
Mit dem Microsoft Word. Ich habe das über Microsoft Word übersetzen lassen und habe im Nachhinein erst dann durch die Veröffentlichung meines Briefes gesehen, wo das jemand anderer in Deutsch übersetzt hat, dass ich da, also dass Microsoft Word da schreibt, dass ich die Musiker von Lorenzo als Mörder bezeichne.
Ja, okay.
Und das stimmt so nicht. Ich habe nämlich geschrieben, wenn vom Optischen, dann könnten die eher Mörder sein als Wade. Weil Wade ja so harmlos aussah früher, jetzt ja auch nicht mehr.
Ja, okay, ich werde das mal übersetzen. Also ich werde jetzt übersetzen, dass dass Microsoft das falsch übersetzt hat und und dass du nicht sagen wolltest oder dass du nicht meintest, dass Tom, wer war das nochmal? Lorenzo der Mörder ist. Okay, das werde ich übersetzen.
Genau, also diese Musiker.
Yeah. Okay, she wanted me to let you know that she translated, because she's not talking so English so well. She said she translated with Microsoft Word and she didn't check it. So she just translated it and sent it. And then later on, somebody translated it again and from English into German, and it changed some things the way it translated it. And she said she absolutely didn't mean to say, or it was not what she wanted to say, that Lorenzo or the music band is involved and they are the murderers. She said that's absolutely not what I wanted to say in that letter. And she said earlier while we're talking that she really is very, very embarrassed about these letters. And yeah.
It's okay. Listen, we are a room of forgiving in here because you own your mistakes. And listen, her letter is not changing anything going on with Wade. He did what he did. He's going to, face the consequences for what he has done. And I feel like the only ones that I have an issue with is women who don't support women, even aside from taking the women's lives. But he's always been hateful towards females in his life. Every single female that he's been around, he's physically hurt. And so like me, and when these women come forward and say, I defend Wade, I want to know why, because that means you're saying that women don't matter, and that you're saying that it's okay to hurt women. And that's when people advocate for him, it shows facts in his past that he has always been hurtful. So it's hard for me for women not supporting women. So I applaud her for coming forward and listen, she's more than welcome. We'll rally for her. We'll have her back. We'll translate. We'll do whatever we got to do to know that hey, you made a mistake and you owned it, and honestly, it's not going to affect what's going on anyways. I feel like it just got a lot of media attention. But is there a letters does she have it up so that way, if case people want to see what she said, so they can understand, because there's a lot of it's just misinformation. But I feel like
Do you mean like in German or in English? Do you mean like the letter in German or English?
And what she wrote to the judge, obviously she didn't write it in German. So
Right.
I want to see I have it already, but I don't want to share. That's hers to share, and I feel like if she uses her platform and she shares what she wrote in the English version, or she gives it to me and lets me post it, and that way I can defend her and I can say, hey, the translator translated a lot of things wrong. However, she does apologize and she is no longer on the stand. So that way people understand she's not there anymore and she's actually saw the facts and changed her mind.
Okay, I will translate it to her because to me it's hard to remember everything and
Yeah, I
then
know.
translate it.
Just tell her that we have her back, and we want to know if, because the people that follow me, they want to see the letter, because they only heard about the letter, and because they haven't seen it, they don't they just a lot of people judged her because they haven't seen what she wrote, and then now they can understand difference that she didn't mean that.
All right, I will talk to her. Okay, Jennifer, sie sagt also, hier ist keiner irgendwie, der dich niedermacht oder schlecht über dich redet. Im Gegenteil, die haben ganz viel Respekt vor dir, dass du quasi sagst, hey, was ich da gemacht habe, ne, das war so falsch ne? Und ich schäme mich dafür. Also hier ist keiner, der gegen dich spricht oder böse irgendwas sagt. Im Gegenteil. Koral fragte, ob du den Brief an den Richter hast. Und wenn du möchtest, dann könntest du ihr das schicken, dass sie das, wenn du möchtest, posten kann, damit sie dich quasi so ein bisschen verteidigen kann und sagen kann, ne, so und so ist das gemeint, so und so ist das gewesen. Wenn du das möchtest.
Ja, klar, kann sie machen. Aber eine Bitte, meine Adresse diesmal schwärzen, weil viele haben den hochgeladen mit meiner kompletten Adresse.
Oh nein.
Und seitdem bekomme ich auch ganz böse Nachrichten natürlich.
Okay, das tut mir echt leid, ne? Also trotzdem Hut ab, du bist ganz mutig und
Dankeschön.
Ich übersetze das mal. So she said, if you want to, you can have the letter to the judge, and the only thing she would ask for is to black out her address.
I would never put her at personal risk. I want to help her.
I love being here and I love translating, but my doorbell ring and a family member is coming over. I hope nobody is mean if I jump out.
No,
I just wanted to help
you're
Jennifer.
okay. You're okay. I'm going to try to see what we can get, to help. One more thing that I just want to know, was she ever write to a judge again? And if without getting all information first?
Okay, I will ask. Jennifer, eine Frage noch. Also sie sagte, sie würde die Adresse ausschwärzen. Eine Frage noch, und zwar, ob du dem Richter nochmal schreiben würdest, jetzt nach allem.
Nee, auf gar keinen Fall. Auf gar keinen Fall.
Okay. She said no, she would not do this again. She would not write again, and she's basically, I would translate it as no, I'm done with it.
Okay, and I'll let you go enjoy your family. Thank you for translating. I'm gonna try to see
You're
what
welcome.
I can do. If somebody else has good, if
Sehr
somebody
gerne.
else has it, let me know. Thank you so much. You're beautiful.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Danke, Jennifer.
Bye.
Okay, so one question too. See if you can understand this one. Did you ever talk to Wade?
No.
Not in the smart jail. You never talked to him on the kiosk. Nothing.
No.
So only wrote the letter.
Yes, of course. And Mila, I became a message that Mila says I write with her, and I don't became a message from her. Also, yeah, I don't have contact with Mila.
No. And you know what? There's more than one person who wrote letters from Germany. So you're not the only one.
Okay.
So I think she was talking somebody else, but Mila's not here to tell us that. So I don't know if she was talking, but I will let her know too that it wasn't, that you didn't, you don't have anything to do with the Mila part. I'll
Okay.
tell Mila
Okay.
that it's not, maybe it's a different girl, because there was another letter too from somebody else.
Okay. Thank you.
But don't worry, the letter is not changing, nothing, and we are sorry that you're getting bullied, like people picking on you. But we're happy that you saw facts and now are changing.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
So
Thank you.
I will keep you out the hot seat. So I thank you for coming here. But know that if you come here, you're supported. We are going to support you, and we're going to advocate and say, hey, she made a mistake, but she owned her mistake, and we're going to move on, and we're going to leave her alone. So we'll
Yeah.
protect you, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
You
so
come
much.
back anytime you want, even if you just want to listen, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. I hope you have a good day, and we'll bring. I'm gonna kick you out of here. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.
Well, so we got to hear on the German side, so that was kind of crazy. I told you guys we never know what we're gonna get in here. It is like, I feel like a female version of like Dr. Phil, where I get actual good people that come on and are willing to talk. I applaud her for being able to be brave and say, hey, you were right. Let's give you a applause for that, because everybody was calling you a liar. Where are you? I'm trying to pin it. Everyone was calling you a liar, and you were right. And so we shut everybody down right there. And so I do think that it's cool that she was said, yeah, I wrote this letter. But one, the translation was not correct as like how I wanted it to be, and two, I didn't mean that. I saw what he said, and now I'm disgusted, and I wish I could take it back, but she can't, But either way, it doesn't matter, because it's not going to change the judge's opinions. She might have wrote to the judge, but that's not going to do anything. There's a lot of people reaching out to the judge and trying to get everything changed. It's not going to work. But I'm glad that she was so passionate and changed her mind based on facts. And you see, this is why we do what we do up in here, is providing that factual information so we can change the game and help people that maybe just don't understand. Maybe the translation is weird. Maybe they're not getting the full information, and we're providing that. I am going to work with her to get the actual letter, and obviously blocking out her address, but that way you guys can all read it too, and just make sure, see what she's saying, and then see that she took ownership, and then we can all help her out and say, hey, she's a good person, she made a mistake, and we gotta forgive her for her mistakes, because she didn't mean to. She just, like a lot of other people. Although I will say, just because someone has a record doesn't make them an unreliable witness. Factual information, Mel. She got to clear her name up in here. So when people talk about her, we're going to come over and say, hey, she owned her stuff. She came in here, she said what she had to do, and I'm sure it's scary, right? Coming in the U.S., and she came into a group that is mostly, advocating for the victims and against Wade. So it must have been she must have been nervous to do that. But I'm glad that she had enough courage to come out and speak to us and get her word out there. And now we know. It was on Lee. They did have the video, the letter on leeclerk.org. So I heard that, Miami. A lot of people told me that it was already up there. I think that she regrets it and she can't take it back, but she wants people to know that she's not on that side anymore, and she feels disgusted in herself for that. In a live, Mila spoke about a German girl. She thought it was her she spoke about. Yeah, there's a lot. Germany's got a lot of girls that are speaking up about Wade. But there isn't, and when she's talking about a German girl, I know that there's been one in here that goes on the lives with the people that have been bashing Mila. And I have a strong feeling that that's the one, but we'll ask Mila herself so she could clarify. I promise you it's probably not this girl. I would bet money that it's not her. She said she got so many letters that were not nice because her address was shown in the letter. That's terrible. But now you know, don't reach out to any judge unless you know for 100% fact something is not right. You know, maybe the timelines mess up, but there's a lot of things that go on in court that we are like, what? You know, doesn't make sense. But what does make sense is the overwhelming amount of evidence of what he did. So if they dug further, it would only make it worse, honestly. Jennifer, you have gained a lot of friendships in the U.S. for you being strong enough to say, hey, I did something and I'm wrong and I'm sorry. And listen, I appreciate you for that. I added you back, girl. We friends. Please check your messages then, Koral. What messages? I'm on my phone. I literally I'm trying to, like, I gotta save, like, because I got kids and they're starting school up next week, so I gotta get them some, school stuff, and I have a computer that's for work. I have a computer that is for my DJ, and then I have a computer that's very slow. So I need to get one that's specific for my podcasts and stuff. And I want to get a new Apple one, so they're kind of pricey. So I'm working on that, guys. But until then, I'm just using my phone because my one that I can use is like slow. And so I can't really see anything on there. And I don't want to use my DJ computer because I would hate to DJ somebody's wedding and then all of a sudden some Wade Wilson thing pops up in the middle of their wedding. That's why I don't ever put anything on there personal, because it's, I DJ a lot of weddings and parties, and anything can glitch or go wrong, and I'm not doing that. How do you feel about Kristen lying about not visiting Wade? I keep my personal opinions private because I do want to protect Kristen in a way that her mind is not in a good place, right? She's getting bashed from all angles. And what is my personal judgment gonna do to help her in her, the mental state that she's in? I don't know about you guys, but I could never live with myself if somebody hurt themselves based on something that I say. I couldn't do that. And so she's in a rough spot right now, and I'm giving her peace. She said she regrets everything. She says she was a changed person. I've talked to her every single day, and the love that she provides and everything that she's given to me has been truthful. Her and I have had discussions, and remember, like, she can say whatever she wants on there. And it's up to you guys. You could judge her all you want, but I keep that alone because, mental is a big issue. I advocate strong for mental, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put my personal feelings, because there was things that I heard that, and she even told me, hey, like, this one's bad, like, I'm so sorry. She even ahead of time was like, oh my God. And I could tell in the tone and how she talked to me that she is in a vulnerable place. So I'm not going to put her worse. I'm going to say that, hey, she was at least had enough courage to say, I'm fucking sorry. I feel bad. I can't take back what I said, but I could just be a better me. And she's doing everything to help me advocate for victims, advocate for other people. Kristen came in at a time when I'm talking, because people were asking questions, and I just wanted you to know that, girl, we look like we're supporting you, and you like putting it out there that you don't have, like, there's a lot of things that were said, and you owned up to your stuff, and you said that you regret everything, and we are not picking apart the calls and just sitting there like, why did you do this? What a thing, like, why did you say that? Like, we're moving on from that, because I should, like, our personal opinions are our personal opinions, and that shouldn't affect, and she has acknowledged the wreckage of her past and is trying to move forward. Yes. So that's why in my room, we support her, because everywhere else she goes, she's getting shit on. And I don't think that's right in a mental state of mind when the whole world's against you, to not have a safe place for you when you're owning it and you're willing to own your shit. I'm not, I don't want her to feel that way. Like the fact that she's scared to leave her house, the fact that she just nonstop crying, she's tormenting herself more than any of us could do.